I'm going to be talking about how to get over fear today. Just be doing another no script, kind of just talk video like I did last time. If you hadn't seen my last video, I talked about my personal story about my hardships with relationships. My last relationship, how my ex-girlfriend cheated on me and destroyed me. I recommend you go watch that video if you haven't, if you want to get a more in-depth kind of thing about how I got to that point. But hopefully my gameplay does not corrupt this video, so this is going to be the actual gameplay. I'm just playing with like a little bunny hop script, playing with some bots, but let's get into the topic of today's video, which is overcoming fear. After I had that experience with my ex, I had so much anxiety and fear in me. It like overtook me. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't just go outside. I couldn't enjoy the things that I want to enjoy. I couldn't just stop thinking about it. You know, that fear, that anxiety that overtakes you. And it limits you because you develop this security around yourself, sorry. You develop a kind of like a wall between everyone and yourself. Because you've been hurt so bad before that you don't want to get hurt again. So you try to close yourself off from any kind of connection. Because I do this a bit because I've been cheated on by the person I love the most, the person I cherish the most, the person that I didn't think would ever hurt me. And so how can I ever trust a single person ever again? And the thing is you can't, okay? Now listen, this is going to sound dark, okay, what I just said. But you can't trust anyone, but that does not mean you shouldn't trust them from a distance. You can love, you can find another partner, you can do everything that you want. You can open yourself back up, but just remember that things are not a constant in life. The person that you love right now, the friends you have, the things you enjoy, know that they are limited. But do not be scared because they are limited. Just know that in your heart that nothing is forever. So if you have a person that you love, a person that you like or whatever, just know it's not forever. If you're going through something bad right now, know that it's not forever. You have a long life. People say life is short. It's really not. A long life ahead of you. Every single day, you're going to experience new things. You're going to do new things. But if you allow fear to overtake your mind and soul, you won't be able to experience all the things that you will want to experience if you are not encumbered by fear. Fear is something, it's kind of like a defense for us. We see it as that. It's defending us from the outside world. It's defending us from having our hearts broken. It's defending us from dying. It's defending us from feeling pain. And in a sense, it's a good thing. Having fear is a good thing if it's limited. If you're walking down the street and you see a suspicious man, you cross to the side. If you're driving your car and you see someone driving recklessly, you slow down a bit. You need to have that same kind of mindset when it comes to love. Just because love will not physically hurt you, like driving in a car can physically kill you, does not mean you should just treat it like how it is. Because love, it's one of the purest, I think it's the purest emotion that we can ever feel as humans. So when we love, we need to be careful, but not too careful. We need to just remember this is not a permanent thing. So do not think of every single person. Okay, if the bots will stop killing me and keep talking. If you want something in life, like love, you have to go out and get it, you know? You cannot just wait for love to come to you, because it may never will. It may never come, okay? So, if you're thinking to yourself right now, I'm tired of being alone, you know? I'm tired of feeling alone. It comes to, you want a relationship, you're tired of not having any friends, it could be that. You can't just sit around and wait for it to happen. Because you are not entitled to feel love. You are not entitled to friends. You are not entitled to anything in life. You must get it. You must compete. You must fight. You're sitting around doing nothing. What will you get? I'll tell you. You'll get nothing. If you just sit there and you wallow in your own sadness for your entire life, what will become of your life? Nothing. Because you're just sitting there. When the lion is hungry, but he's in pain, does he sit there waiting for food to come? No. He tries and he tries again. And that is the mindset you should have. Try not to be a sheep just waiting for things to come to you. And go make it happen. You have to, if you want something in life, you have to get it. Even if it's not a relationship. If you want power, if you want money, you can't just sit around waiting for it to fall into your lap. You have to go get it. You have to go get that. Go get what you want. No person has ever become rich because by waiting around. Unless they've had like rich family members or even people who won the lottery or got lucky. They gambled. I just lost to a bot. You can't just sit there and wait around. Because I'm assuming every single person watching this video does not have some rich benefactor just waiting to deposit millions of dollars into your account. Or you don't have some lady just waiting around for you to do something. Maybe that's true, but she's still waiting for you to do something. Because we get in our minds that other people are not like us. The fear that you feel when you approach a new person, the person you're approaching also has the exact same feeling. They could be thinking the same thing that you're thinking of them in their head about you. And they're just waiting for you to do something. And you're just waiting for them to do something. So it's never going to happen if neither one of you do anything. And that's why you have to be the person to go and get it. You have to be the person that thinks, I'm going to do this. No matter the rejection, no matter the shame, no matter the bad, you have to look at the good. And even look at the bad as good, because taking that rejection will grow you. It makes you grow into a different kind of human. A stronger human, a better human, more talented, get experience. Like relationships. My ex, she hurt me a lot. And there's two good things that came of this. I became a stronger man. And also I gained experience. So the next person I meet, I will be much better with them. Hold on. Okay. The bots are killing me. But this kind of logic, it applies to much more than just relationships. It applies to pretty much everything. If you fail in an investment opportunity, that's a lesson learned. You've lost, but you've also gained. If you're trying to cook your breakfast, cook your omelet, and you fuck it up. You fucked up your breakfast, but overall, it's a lesson learned. Do not take every loss as a complete failure. Because even in loss, you do learn something. Because the great winners, they've lost. They've lost and lost and lost and they lost. Take this to video game logic. Let's talk about a video game like CSGO, Overwatch. When you're trying to learn a difficult character in Overwatch, like Doomfist or something like that, you dive in without any help of your support. You get stunned by the Cassidy and then you die. You're like, damn it. And you're like, damn. Most people, they're just like, oh, my support, what the hell? My support aren't doing anything. But instead they should look, well, if my support aren't doing anything for me, I should try to take less damage. CSGO. I peek a corner, this guy instantly head taps me, and you don't have the reaction speed or anything to do what he's doing. So what do? You just keep re-peeking it? That's a way to go about it until you're able to defeat him. I'm not saying that's the wrong way, but what you should do is play smarter, play different, play at an angle that he wouldn't expect. You know, try something different. Just don't just give up. Like, damn, these people are way better. I'm just gonna leave my team and take the 30-minute ban. That's the last thing you should be doing. You need to improve, because the people who are better than you currently, they've lost more than you can really ever imagine as a person losing to them. They didn't just wake up one day and they were good as they were. They didn't just inherit the skill. They've suffered, they've lost, they've went through it. And you need to have that same kind of mindset in your own way of thinking. I didn't think you died. You need to have this kind of mindset. You need to have this kind of way of thinking. And that is a way that you can learn to become better. You can learn to fight. You can learn what to do. You can gain experience. Because you don't gain experience through just sitting around living comfortably. You gain experience by failing and failing and failing. Never sitting on your ass, wallowing in your hardship. Woe is me, I've lost so much. You gain it by getting back up each and every time. Getting back up, not as the same man, but as a stronger man with a lesson that he has learned from that kind of thing. So, you need to take that into your thinking. Is whenever you get hurt, whenever someone cheats on you, whenever you lose a game, whenever you fail, whenever you fall off riding your bicycle, whenever you have a bad experience in public trying to socialize with somebody, whenever you're rejected, whenever you miss a basketball shot, whenever you get head tapped, whenever you peek long on CT side with your op, and then the T side just headbangs you like that as soon as you peek. You need to learn. You need to learn. You need to grow. And you need to take that. You need to learn from your mistakes. Because that's how you become a strong man. Don't let your ego make you miss out on a learning opportunity. You know? Whenever you go back to the Overwatch example, whenever you dive as Doomfist into 5 people, and you die, who do people blame, really? Who do you see the enemy Doomfist blaming whenever that happens to you? They're like, oh, fuck you, team. You need to heal me. You need to do this. Don't be that person. Be the person who learns. Be the person who becomes better. Be the person who analyzes the situation and adapts. Your team isn't helping you enough? Rely on them less. Your team isn't playing aggressive enough? Be the aggressor. Women aren't approaching you? Become desirable. Money isn't coming to you? Become rich. Work for it. Become strong. Do something. I know the money example is less. It's not as good in today's society because you can do everything right and still not become rich. But hopefully that'll change. I hope that will. But if you learn anything in today's video, I'm telling you to get back up again. Don't give up. Get back up. No matter how hard it seems, no matter how defeated you feel, you have to get back up. You have to. Do not give up, ever. Because once you give up, you've actually lost. You can feel defeated, take a loss, but you have not lost the war. Whenever the great generals, great people, let's think about some great generals for our closing statements of today's video. Alexander the Great. He never lost a battle. You think that he just became like that? He just got lucky? No. Because he trained. He got back up again. Whenever his men wanted to leave him, he said, well, if you want to go, then go. But tell the people of my kingdom that Alexander the Great, the conqueror of the Persians, tell them that you left his side. And what did they do? They didn't. They didn't leave his side. Be Alexander the Great. Be something great. Be someone great. Learn. Get back up again. That's what you gotta do in life. Because once you finally hang it up, once you finally say, you know what, I'm done. I'm tired of suffering. I'm tired of being in the pain. I'm tired of failing. You fail. But if you're tired of failing, then win. Okay? If you're tired of getting knocked down, don't get knocked down. But you're gonna get knocked down. You're gonna get knocked down a lot until you finally have the strength to say, you know what? I don't like being down here anymore. I'm gonna stand back up. I'm gonna get back on my horse, and I'm gonna keep riding. I'm gonna keep riding through life, and every time that I get knocked down, that will be a lesson learned, and it'll make me a stronger man. That's the mentality you need to have in life. That's a mentality that you need to inherit from your forefathers, from the greatest people in history. Did they give up whenever they got knocked down? No, they kept going and kept going. And whose names do you remember in history? People who just kept trying, kept going, did what they think was right. You know? People who never gave up until the very end. For some of them. But they didn't give up whenever they were down. They didn't give up whenever they were hurt. They didn't give up. So you do not give up. If you want to be something great, you cannot give up.